got no love from Oscar this morning. Ouch, Angie. Now that's a cliffhanger. The 3,000-foot, 19-day climb that just made history. And is making me kind of nauseous just looking at it. Ugh. Marissa Tomei is telling you how after almost 50 flicks, she still gets terrified to take on a role. And later, think your family has issues? Wait till you see what Amanda Peet has going on in her new show. Plus, he's the ultimate internet underdog story. YouTube star Teller is showing off his moves live on The View, and his big finale will leave you howling. This is The View with Whoopi, Nicole Wallace, Rosie Perez, and Rosie O'Donnell. It all starts now.
Hello and welcome to The View, everybody. Okay, here we go again. Whoopi is resting her back and will be back next week on Tuesday. And yay. And her back is healing, thank the Lord above. And no matter what you read anywhere, Rosie Perez is also coming back after she is done rehearsing her play. Her play, the new Larry David play that she's starring in, opens soon, and then she will be back here at her job, regardless of what you hear in other shows or read in magazines, as I did last night at 11:40 and went... So, welcome. Joining us, the lovely Naya is back. Street and the sitcom Parks and Rec, Billy Eichner.
Hi, Rosie.
Very nice to meet you.
I'm so happy to be here.
I'm a big fan of your work.
Likewise, I love the show. I watch it every day. As I told Mario, I actually sent Mario a Facebook message 10 years ago telling him what a big fan I am of his. So I'm so happy to be here with him today.
He grew up on my children's show called Steam Pipe Alley.
I still can't believe you had a children's show.
And I got to tell you, I remember that letter, and I was so moved by it. And I used to just scream at children to run through the Mommy Dearest obstacle course or find Sammy Davis Jr.'s eye in the pie. These were literal games.
Yes.
And you used to watch it. And I have to tell you, it meant a lot to me because I think you're so talented and so funny. And now you're running around screaming at people to answer questions, and I feel like a small influence.
You feel like I stole it?
No, not at all.
No,
it's the biggest form of flattery because I think you're hilarious.
Thank you so much.
Really
I'm so happy
great.
to be here.
Well, thanks for being here, guys. The Oscar nominations were announced this morning. Any surprises? You all saw them? Anybody surprised?
I was really surprised that St. Vincent didn't get any love. That was like one of my favorite movies of last year.
I agree. Melissa McCarthy, Bill Murray. That was a beautiful movie.
I didn't see it.
Yeah, really good.
I've never cried that hard in a movie theater.
Me too. I was sobbing.
I was. At the end, I was looking around like,
this movie. What is it?
It's Bill Murray, who plays a guy who's kind of curmudgeon-y and down on his luck, and Melissa McCarthy and her life and her kid.
Naomi Watts.
And Naomi Watts.
And that little boy. He was so good.
Yes, he was so great.
And it didn't get nominated?
It got nothing, really.
Nothing.
I hate
And
that.
Selma got nominated for Best Picture, but the director, woman director, did not get nominated. Reminds me of when Barbra Streisand, when Yentl got nominated for Best Picture, but not Barbara for Best Director. Seems a little sexist there.
And Steven Spielberg for The Color Purple got nominated for 11 Academy Awards. He did not get nominated.
Yeah, crazy.
Who do you think's making?
But I'm about to burst with one that did get nominated because can
What
I
are you
just say it?
excited about?
So American Sniper is the best and most important movie I've seen in a really long time. Bradley Cooper is phenomenal in it. Sienna Miller plays the most compassionate, smart, strong military spouse I've ever seen depicted. And it got nothing at the Golden Globes, and I almost protested the Golden Globes. See, people are shaking their heads. I'm not the only one. Thank you. I love you.
So you loved it.
So I love the
Tell
movie.
me why you thought it was so important, because I saw it and I thought it was a brilliant performance too.
Okay, so
but I didn't know why.
Here's what I think. I think that American Sniper is the first movie to get the horror of war, of the Iraq War, right. And I see heads nodding, and I feel so I feel
But
so
you
good.
don't think Zero Dark 30 did
well,
that?
no, let me tell you what it coupled it with,
Okay.
which is what puts. So it also coupled it with lots of the depictions of soldiers, and none of them are wrong or bad. I'm just saying this is what made this so good and so exceptional. This gets the heart of the American soldier. He's not either intelligent or heartbroken by the loss. He's all things, and the American soldier is all things. They're protecting their homeland. They're trying to be good husbands. They're trying to be good dads. And what Bradley Cooper does for the American soldier, it gives me chills all over my body, is it shows the whole man, serving his country, heartbroken by losing his friends, willing to face his creator and take whatever his creator hands out for the kills he made. He plays a sniper. It also is an extraordinary movie because it was made about a soldier who wrote a book but then died because he was killed by a mentally ill veteran before the movie was made.
He was killed by one of the many thousands of veterans who come back with severe mental illness and are not getting the treatment they need in America.
There's an incredible book called Thank You for Your Service by David Finkel, which talks about this crisis that you're describing, that the PTSD services aren't often located in close enough distance to the soldiers who need it. So I think this movie does everything. It shows you what the war was really
But you know
like,
what I thought,
and it shows you this problem.
I thought they whitewashed over the amount of PTSD he experienced in his life at home that forced him to re-enlist. I feel as though that part was really minimized a little bit in that movie.
Well, I read the book, so maybe I benefit from sort of knowing the whole story, and maybe I'm conflating the two. I'm happy to confess or cop up to that.
I don't even know what conflate means.
Well, you know, I mean, I think when you've read the book and you've seen the movie, you have all the knowledge.
But
and
conflate
I think
is to compare,
put together.
Okay.
You know, so I feel like and you should read the book if you haven't read the book. You should, you know, the widow who's played so beautifully by Sienna Miller, who's so extraordinary. I was sad. I feel that snub feeling that you guys feel that she didn't get nominated because she shows this strong, but also this woman who misses her husband.
So speaking of snubs, how do you feel about Jennifer Aniston?
Jennifer Aniston.
That was surprising. Also, it would have been fun just to see her at the Oscars. Like, there weren't a lot of great movies nominated, but it's not the most glamorous year. Like, I'm not looking forward to what Robert Duvall is going to wear. Do you know what I mean?
but boy, was he amazing.
You love that, right?
The film The Judge with Robert Downey Jr. and Robert Duvall, there's a scene where the dad's getting older and he has an accident and the son takes him into the shower with him. It is the most beautiful scene.
And he got nominated, right?
Yes, he did.
And Jennifer Aniston is great. And
the movie is cake.
She'll cake. You can't have your cake and eat it too. So you can't have everything.
Right.
But she's really wonderful.
It's a wonderful movie of a woman who's suffering with depression and physical pain and is medicating herself and has sort of gone to sleep in her life and then slowly comes back to life. It is a brilliant performance.
And to add to your point about women directors, Angelina Jolie and Unbroken with Nothing, and I personally would have loved to see Angelina and Jennifer Aniston on the red carpet together.
And a handful of actors in Selma also were really
surprising.
And the Lego Movie.
Oh my God!
Another great movie about war.
It's a great movie. It's hilarious, and it got rave reviews, and it was completely snubbed.
I love the Lego movie.
Nominated for Best Animated Film.
I don't know.
Why wasn't it though?
Well, the animated movies.
What are the animated movies?
I don't know. Well, Big Hero 6, which is fantastic. I love all the animation. Box Trolls, fantastic. How to Train Your Dragon 2 is magnificent. But the other two I didn't see. Song of the Sea.
No one saw
No,
that.
what is it? Is it a retake of the Little Mermaid?
Yeah.
Your voice. And Tale of Princess Kaguya, which is about a princess named Kaguya. I have no idea what that's about. I didn't see them either.
Lego movie, biggest snub.
Japanimation?
Yes, I think probably.
So. I love Japanimation. It all looks like Speed Racer. I love Speed Racer. Wait, it was like, Trixie, watch out!
But what about the docs? How do you feel about
the documentaries? Oops, our friend Rory Kennedy was nominated for The Last Days in Vietnam, which I think is one of the most profound documentaries ever made. And I was very sad that Glenn Campbell's documentary, I'll Be Me, did not get nominated for the best documentary. After his last album was released, he was diagnosed with Alzheimer's. His wife and his 8 children went on tour to promote the album as the Alzheimer's took over his mind. It had me sobbing in my bed. I saw it 3 times. I recommend everyone to go see that movie. It was nominated for Best Original Song. So
a lot of years, the documentaries, it seems like they don't see them all. There's so many that I've seen that didn't get nominated because it's a big snub.
It is, but people who are obsessively documentarians, me, I obsess, I watch 2 or 3 a week, you know, we get to see them all. But they were all amazing this year. We're going to be right back after this break. We're going to take a commercial, which is what we usually do around now.
Biebs just posted a brand new pic of his pecs, but is he trying way...
The View, and yesterday, do you know what happened? 2 mountain climbers were the first people ever to free climb El Capitan's Mountain Dawn Wall in California's Yosemite National Park. A 19-day climb using only their hands and feet, and they slept in those tents while, those are their hands, while hanging off the mountain. Thoughts, people? Take it.
Terrifying.
Yeah.
Horrifying.
I think they should do this to prisoners.
Make them climb?
Right.
If you've committed murder, here's your pick, here's your axe, and here's your tent. Get to the top and you're free.
I like
you fall
that.
down, you're out.
I like that.
That's good.
That's really good.
Sit in jail and watch daytime TV. That's not punishment.
That's very North Korean of you.
It is, sort of.
But these guys were like model citizens that just were obsessed with climbing a mountain.
I really don't understand it.
I would need Depends, a puke bag, I would need pills, I would need booze, and I
Have you
would
guys
need
been to
everything.
Yosemite, though?
No.
Okay. So when you go, I'm from California, and my mother was obsessed with camping. I actually camped a lot. I know people are always surprised to hear that. But you go and you see this, and they have teams and stuff. It's a massive undertaking, and a lot of people try this and don't succeed. This is a huge deal in the climbing world.
Have people died doing this?
Badly,
They have.
Wow.
On this mountain.
Yeah.
On this mountain.
Well, I don't understand why it's legal then, but, you know, I've seen... I don't. I've seen a lot of documentaries.
No, like as a mother, you want to think that like someone would stop your kid, right? Like,
but they did have a harness.
Yeah, they do now.
They did, and they fell a few times, and they slammed against the rock.
I would. Chills. I don't even escalate.
I know, but I didn't think their nails looked that bad. Like mine don't look that much better.
No manicure is gonna fix those hands. Forget it. I mean,
they're just dirty. My nails are not that much
they've
better
got
looking.
cuts and scabs.
So how do they get? Are they like in the Guinness Book of World Records, or is that it?
I think they just get a T-shirt.
I saw a bottle of champagne.
These guys,
I climbed the wall, and all I got was this T-shirt.
I know they don't get paid.
And a pair of gloves, because their hands are...
Yeah.
There's a gift shop at the top when you get there.
Like Disney.
They don't get paid. They just want to do it.
And they go find another mountain. It's like an adrenaline.
There are some really wonderful documentaries that you can watch all about the climbs and the ones that didn't work. And really, on Amazon Prime, best documentaries around. Anyway.
They're going to have to come home and soak in palm olive. I'm telling you. That's a lot.
Madge, you're soaking in it.
It's palm olive. It's mild.
More than just mild.
Yeah.
Justin Bieber, Nicole's favorite human, just posted a new shirtless photo of himself on Instagram because people were saying that he was airbrushed in his commercials, but he's showing, no, look, this is really me. Airbrush this, bro. I think that's what he said. What do you think, Billy? Are the airbrushed, nice abs? What's your opinion?
I don't care about Justin Bieber's penis.
Okay.
I'm shocked that he has one at all.
Really? Do you think he's more like a Ken doll, just smooth at the bottom?
I think he looks fine. I mean, everyone gets photoshopped. Of course they photoshopped. Everything gets photoshopped.
How do you get photoshopped? I want someone to Photoshop me.
I'll do it tonight. Give me a picture of you.
All right.
Yeah.
The one from the Shrinky Dink.
No, I do it myself sometimes to show people.
Like Photo Wonder.
Like I could have abs in a picture?
You could have an elephant trunk on your face. You could have anything.
I don't want that. I want abs.
No,
but you could. You can see abs through lighting, not just photoshopping. You don't have to Photoshop. If you have abs and you like them right, they come. Well, I'll make you do sit-ups, okay?
Right.
What do you want from me? All I know is what the controversy was is they photoshopped not so much his abs but his buttocks, which, by the way, his buttocks are kind of concave, and well,
he's white.
He's a white boy.
I mean,
no, I am too, though.
That's what happens to us.
I am too, and I have a sweet high ass.
It's less.
You're Italian. You're Italian.
You're Sicilian.
You do. I think I'm less, like, I care less about the photoshopping than I do with like this shirtless selfie. Like, it's annoying, and you look like a douchebag. It's like girls don't want to date like guys that are constantly in a mirror, like looking, like stop.
I love to
go fix something in the house. That's hotter.
Totally true.
I'm sure that. Yeah, but listen, I went over this yesterday. I think he's a tool. I don't think he can fix anything in the house. And I think he spends way too much. He probably has that camera that lets you take your own selfies.
I can't. He was like, you know, and obviously he showers a lot because he had like the towel around his waist.
Yeah.
He just got out of the shower.
I was with you.
You have a big problem with showering.
No, I love that he's clean. I'm just saying, like, stop with the shirtless.
He's a child with a lot of money right now, and look, I don't care about talking with him. So why am I continuing the conversation? Let's move on.
Okay, moving on. Sarah Palin just said she doesn't give a flying flip. That's right, she said it, if a woman ends up in the White House. And apparently she's not alone. Less than a third of Americans say that they could care less if there's a woman president in their lifetime. Thoughts?
Why is she still talking?
Very good question.
I mean, Sarah Palin at this point is like a sitcom that you're like, wow, that's still on the air?
Right, exactly.
Wow, according to Jim, it's still on the air?
Yeah.
You know, that's Sarah Palin to me.
Well, and in typical Sarah Palin fashion, she did say, I don't give a flip, and then she said, but it would be so great if a woman threw her hat in the ring. So I know what it's like to be
Hillary and more about her just wanting the best candidate.
Actually, when she ran, she felt a real kinship with Hillary and what she'd been through. So listen, like you said, I mean, I think the voters, men and women, are going to determine who wins the election, not Sarah Palin. But
what does she do now?
Well, she's in Alaska and she's on TV and lots of people.
She's in Alaska. That's not a job.
Well,
you know.
Have you been to Alaska? But I think this troubles me. I'm obsessed with the idea of a woman president. I would hope they would be a Republican, but I think that women have to decide that it matters.
You and Nicole.
No, but to have a woman win, women have to decide that it matters more than not at all. So this poll's going to keep me up tonight because I think it has to matter more than other factors. And Palin was saying it doesn't matter, I want the right person. To me, I think you look at Washington and it's like, what are we going to do, screw it up? I mean, women should be given a chance.
Nicole, you know who she reminds me of? She reminds me of Kathy Bates in Misery because she's like, I don't give a flying flip when she really wants to say. Remember Kathy Bates was like, you cock-a-doodie. Oh, I'm sorry I made you feel so oogie, when she really wants to go, you. She's a load.
And then she broke his ankles with a sledgehammer. Not a good thing.
This is the thing. Recognize the crazy and move on. I'm sorry.
It's okay. We'll be right back, only because I love you, with more Hot Topics, because that's the show.
Girls just took sex on TV to a freaky, deaky new level this week. So how did actress Allison Williams feel?
Billy and me, and this week's episode of the HBO hit show Girls has Allison Williams in a graphic sex scene that everyone's been talking about. And she said she actually watched the scene with her dad, newsman Brian Williams. Anybody see the shot?
I saw it.
What do you think?
Well, you know, can I describe it?
You can if you go slow.
She was standing up and the guy was kneeling down and his face was in her buttock.
I saw the beginning of it before this show, and I was kind of appalled, which was weird.
Well, I wasn't appalled, but I mean, I don't know how they did it because her butt was like.
Yeah, they must have done it for real. And as an actress, like a television actress, I don't understand.
Have you done sex scenes?
No, I never have, and not to say that I wouldn't, but it would have to be the right role. I feel like it would have to be something that was meaningful.
Right.
And you know, I always have my parents or like my husband or my husband's parents in mind, you know, like this isn't just me, and I feel like, I don't know, I would feel uncomfortable knowing that people saw that.
Have you guys done sex scenes? I can't imagine a sex scene.
Yes, I'm always thinking about her husband's parents. I mean, it's a burden. It's a burden.
You got to get past that, Billy. Yeah. I did a sex scene with the very, very handsome Julian McMahon on Nip Tuck. Sure. And I played Dawn Budge, who won the lottery and was getting everything plastic surgery. And I got him. I paid for him. And so what they do is you wear a thing called Get Ready to Be, where it's a gold, sort of his was gold, around the whole meat and potatoes. And so I'm laying there on the bed in a tiny tube top and the smallest little bottoms, and he takes off his robe, and it's just him with the gold little Oscar down there. And I like looked up, I was like, oh my God, you look like Superman. Like it was like a fantasy I had once when I don't know, but it was very intimidating. And at one point they kept saying, Rosie, you know, we could see the tube top. So finally I just took it off, and I was so so horribly embarrassed.
And there are like tons of people around, right?
Oh my God! And they're like, move your left breast to the right. Where the nipples pointing it does that. I'm sorry. It's
I can't imagine anything like less sexy than that.
Rosie, would you watch a sex scene with your kids? Because I guess Allison watched this with her dad, which I'd be like, Dad.
You know what? My kids watch a show called Skins, which I don't even know. It's BBC, I think, right? You like it too?
There's an American version on MTV, I think.
Well, maybe that's what they're watching. But I walk in and my teens hit pause every time, which makes me DVR it upstairs and then find out what they're watching. But they get very embarrassed when I'm in the room. They're like, it's not cool to watch it with your mom.
Well, if she's watching this with her father, they must have a really open...
Kudos to their relationship.
I don't know, comfortable relationship.
I could not even watch like a Cialis ad with my parents.
He's like, honey,
the bathtub's on, and I'm like, oh God, I'm gonna go get some milk.
Yeah. And also tampons, you said.
Yes, I can't watch a tampon commercial with my dad. Yes, I'm a prudish Republican, I guess, but I could not watch stuff with my. And I'm 42, but like this, the thought, like this one in the bathtub really gives me the heebie-jeebies. The Cialis ad where everyone's in a bathtub, and I'm always like, oh, I gotta.
What are you picturing?
I don't know, just like I don't know. I can't watch anything like that with my parents. I'm sweating right now just talking about it. Come on.
Can you imagine if there was a mime in the Vialis ad?
Oh, forget it.
It'd be a rap.
Vialis?
It'd be a rap.
I don't know what it is. I'm a lesbian. We don't use them.
You combine the two.
No, I've never looked at somebody and said, honey, could you please take your Viagra? We honestly, we don't need it. We don't. And you women, you know, we don't.
We do.
You do.
I don't.
Bottom line,
I don't
it's weird that she watched it with her dad. I guess if you want to shoot it, good on you. Girls is a great show. I'm a fan. But watching it with your dad, it's just weird.
Yeah, it's a little odd, but good for her. Yeah, I definitely.
And good for him, right?
And good for him, and good for them.
All of
good
them.
for us. We are the world. We watch sex with our parents on TV shows. We'll be back with Marissa Tomei, who I love, who's a talented actress and has a new movie. So don't go away. Why am I singing? I don't know. Goodbye. Takes that took. Please welcome Marissa Tomei. Usual. You always look gorgeous, and you never seem to age.
Well, thanks. I do, though. You're talking about aches and pains and
right. But you're absolutely great in this movie. Was this the first thing that you've produced as well?
Yes, it is. It kind of came about because I was just, the guys are, the two writers and stars and producers, Michael Godair and Ivan Martin, are friends of mine, and they brought the script to me, and I helped them, and we kind of workshopped it together, and I kind of fell into it, and we just kept building it as a little team.
And did you like the experience of producing?
Well, I did, but I can't say that it was a genuine, soup to nuts, like producing.
Right.
It was, I did a lot on it, and I did it with them, and it was eye-opening in that way, and I enjoyed that.
And would you like to do it again?
I guess I should say yes.
You should, just in case. There you go.
It's a great cast. Sam Rockwell is also really wonderful in it.
So
Boy, he plays a son of a gun in it. Woo. He's really, I want to kick his ass. I've worked with you before, and it's interesting because we did a reading, and you were so scared before the reading. And you get afraid a lot, and you're one of the most talented actors. You have a lot of fear. You do, and I remember going, you're going to be great, and then she killed it that night. She was magnificent. But you know what they say? The greatest fear is within the great ones. So, and you really are magnificent.
Why do you think? What are you afraid of? Like you get stage fright or just nervous?
Well, I think in the case that we were doing, it was a reading but it also had a lot of musical numbers, if I remember correctly.
Yes, it did.
And I don't always just sing to everyone. It's not my thing.
Got it.
So I was nervous about doing it, but it came out great. Actually, it was fun.
It was great. You've done a lot of theater, a lot of Broadway.
Yeah. done a lot of Broadway.
You worked with Al Pacino in Salome.
Yes, where I was dancing. Not singing, but dancing.
You danced the dance of the seven. That was really wild. And you just did the Realistic Joneses with Michael C. Hall and Toni Collette. How was that?
Yeah, and Tracy Letts. It was wonderful. It was so much fun. High comedy, high jinks.
Are you coming back to Broadway soon? Do you want to do it again? Because you go back and forth a lot.
I do, and I do a lot of off-Broadway too. And I love doing theater.
Me too.
Yeah.
So much fun.
I'm looking forward to seeing Rosie in her show, actually.
Yeah, that Larry David play is supposed to be amazing.
I love your Celine campaign too, and I love that you don't have any makeup on. You look so exquisite and beautiful. Can we show the pictures?
There it is, yes. Wow. Stunning. Who's the photographer?
Jürgen Teller. Jürgen Teller shot it, and Phoebe Philo is the creative director and designer of Celine, and she was there. That was all her vision of how she wanted it to be. It was the easiest shoot I ever did. It was like 20 minutes or something. I guess I didn't have to.
You don't have to do anything, right? Do you like photo shoots, or do you think they're a drag? I find them so tedious.
I find them quite tedious
too,
actually. Yeah. So this was a pleasure. Actually, it was quick, and I didn't feel. I still could feel like myself.
Right.
Within the character of the glamorous coat-wearing person.
Yeah.
Without any makeup on.
Right. Do you get nervous Academy Award nomination day? Do you remember where you were when you got the call? Or do you go through it all?
It's usually in bed, right? Usually like asleep. And I didn't realize, I didn't remember that it was today until I got to be on all the morning shows and get all the news with everyone else. It was exciting.
Well, being an Oscar winner, that's what everybody thinks. Here's the Oscar winner, there's the Oscars. Let's marry them together in the same.
It just happened like that.
Exactly.
Do you remember winning? Do you remember winning and what you said, or was it a blur? I mean,
no, not what I said, or I guess it's yes, it's a real vision inside my mind. Yeah,
especially because every actor's lived it a million times, right? In your head before it happens.
Well, for me, that first time was not. I think I got more nervous with every nomination, actually, because the pressure doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's exactly how I feel.
You kind of know too much.
Yeah, when I get my Oscar nominations, I'm usually uptight, too. Marisa, you're fantastic in everything you do. I can't wait to see you in your next Broadway endeavor. Marisa Tomei, Loitering with Intent is the movie. It will be in theaters on January 6th. You look great.
Yes. Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you so much.
I look great, too.
And everybody looks great. But the most beautiful person in the building is your son, who I had to go upstairs and smell before the show.
How old is he?
I smelled her. I asked for it. He's a minute. Congratulations.
5 weeks.
And he's here in the building?
5.5 weeks.
Why didn't anyone tell me?
Oh, well, come see him
I will gladly.
I'm going to go smell him.
No, I mean, newborns smell better than anything on earth, right? But congratulations.
It's pretty intoxicating.
How's the bigger family?
Everybody's doing okay, yeah. So far, so good.
Was there any, like, trying to hide the baby and pretend he wasn't there, or?
No, we probably went in the other direction.
Yeah, overly loving.
Prepare. Right. Everybody get prepared to be jealous.
Got it.
Yeah.
Now, you've never met Nicole, but I hear that you're obsessed with Nicole. So tell us why.
The other way. I'm like a scary stalker fan. I have to no,
So my best friend is Sarah Paulson, who played great actress, brilliant, who played Nicole in Game Change. So I sort of feel like I know you.
Well, and she always stays at your house when she visits, and when we get together, I always say, so are you staying at Amanda's house again? And she always is. I said, well, was she busy? Why didn't she come too? Because I've always wanted to meet you. I watched you in Jack and Jill. You were the most brilliant person in The Way, Way Back, my favorite movie ever.
You're so
I'm a super fan. And
as they know more often.
Well, I never know who anybody is, but this is like Legend Day at The View. You and Marisa, I'm dying. So.
Well, Sarah and I sometimes will send each other pictures, or mostly her, because I don't work as much, but you know, she's about to play Marcia Clark, so she'll send me the wig, or she send me pictures of you and be like, this is who I'm playing, and we just geek out like theater geeks. So I started hearing about you not just in the news, but also from my best friend, who was obsessed with you and trying to be you and look like you.
And did a great job, I might add.
Did an amazing
Yes,
job.
of course. Now, you have a new series on HBO, Togetherness, where you play, I understand, a woman who's a hot mess when it comes to dating. And Mark Duplass is in the show.
Yes.
So tell us about the show.
Yes, I play someone who's really desperate and wears clothes that aren't age appropriate, and Yeah.
You look hot in the clothes, and you go topless. I mean, you look awesome.
It's a little scary, yeah.
What was that like, though?
Well, you know, I was 42 at the time and breastfed 2 babies, and it's not the greatest moment
for your
topless.
We can just say it.
Yeah, they've looked better.
But they've done their job. They've fed 3 humans.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I was so scared. I wanted to get the job so badly. And I knew she was supposed to be this really sexy kind of person. So I wore 3 bras. I didn't have one of those push-up bras because I don't wear those. So I layered. I wore 3 bras to the audition.
Wow, I didn't even know that was possible.
I've done that
In
before.
my case, it is.
Yeah.
I'm only wearing 2.
Yeah. I have worn multiple bras, too, when you feel like you wish you had a bra with more skills. So,
Yes. More skills?
Well, a bra that does
Yes.
more. Yes,
It's
so you
just
layer
like the way you
But then
said
they
it.
made you take all of them off.
Yeah, but I had to do nudity anyway, so it was a case of bait and switch.
Yeah. Well, you look awesome. I mean, I watched 4 episodes. So you look awesome.
Thank
It's fantastic. I love the show.
Thank you so much.
What's the story of the blind date you went on and you pranked somebody? Carolyn told me this.
I met my husband on a blind date, and we were set up by a friend of ours, and so we decided, and we thought it went swimmingly, but we decided to prank him afterwards. So I wrote him an email and said that David had started crying in the car about his ex-girlfriend, and then we decided he should just call her. But then he called her in front of me in the car, and that he was really weird and inappropriate
Really weird.
person.
And he's the co-creator of Game of Thrones. She buried the lead
What?
here, you guys. Yeah.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
Wow. So you must be loaded. That's a big hit.
That's a big hit.
That is a huge hit.
You have to come back and explain to all of us why you're not in it. Because can I have his number? Like, I think I'd like
Can you
to see.
call him?
Yeah.
Yes.
Because I would watch more.
And
if you were
everyone's
in
topless in that show,
I already
too.
took my clothes off.
Yeah.
You've got your own HBO show now. We love you. And you have to come back when your children's book comes out later this year.
Thank
so
you.
and
I
please
will.
come back.
Would love to.
And bring that baby. Our thanks to Amanda Peet. You can watch Togetherness, and you should, on HBO Sunday nights. We'll be right back.
Haven't seen Teller the dog on YouTube yet? He's performing live on The View right after this, and his big finish may bring you to tears.
The streets of Miami alone until he was picked up by a rescue shelter. All that pent-up energy turned him into a YouTube sensation, as well as the star of the opening night Critters show at Busch Gardens, Tampa. Here he is, the rescue dog, Teller. Oh, my goodness. Oh. Okay, now that is amazing. He's so cute. Where do we move? Where do we go? Right here? Okay.
This music?
Yeah. Yeah, we're not supposed to look at him. Don't look at him. Okay.
Teller's like, forget this.
Okay. Do you want me to go up first?
Yeah.
Get the rope, Teller. Get the rope. Get the rope, Teller.
That is so cute.
I'm okay.
Okay.
I'm all right.
Oh, how cute.
How's my cardio? Wow! Now can we say hello?
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
Hi.
Okay.
Come on over.
That was
we were not
amazing.
allowed to look at the dog
was
until now, right?
That's correct.
What's your name?
My name's Joel Slavin,
And
Hi,
you are
Joel.
Teller's trainer.
trainer and owner.
That's
right.
amazing.
And when you looked at him as a puppy, did you know he was yours right away?
We didn't look at him when he was a puppy. He was actually a stray on the streets
right.
of Miami, and
Yes.
somebody picked him up.
Well, that's what I meant. When you saw him at the shelter, did you go, that's my puppy?
We tested him a little bit. He had an incredible attention span. incredible confidence. He loved toys. He loved food. He loved everything that a professional dog needs to be.
Now, all of the dogs in your show are strays, right?
All the dogs, all the cats.
That's amazing.
Pigs, pigeons, ducks.
Cute.
Wow.
Rats, over 100.
How long does it take to train them?
It's anywhere from 6 months to a year, but over 100 rescued animals at
well,
the
if you ever
opening
need
night
me to
critter
chase
show.
them up the ladder, just give me a call, all right?
That's all I
You
needed.
can catch Teller at the opening night critters at Busch Gardens.